Hey everybody, welcome to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin and this is Hardened Scales Humans. So I don't know what we're up against. Looks like some sort of combo deck over there. But this hand is pretty decent. This deck wants to play creatures like Kazandu Blademaster. It's got an ally symbol. Oh, good draw. What the deck really wants to do is play Champion of the Parish on turn 1, play Thalyu's Lieutenant, or Kazandu Blademaster on turn 2. We're just going to get stormed off, though. We're on the... Unfortunately... We're on the draw, and our opponent seems to have a pretty good storm hand going, so... Unfortunate, as sweet as our hand is, it seems like to the sideboard we go. We have... Oops. Yeah, no good attacking there. Okay, well, this is too bad. On the play, our hand might have actually packed enough pressure to mess with Storm, but when they have a second turn Baral and we don't have an answer, that's going to be kind of rough. It's too bad because our hand is actually just sweet. On the play, we could conceivably have done enough damage to really put pressure on here. As it is, I think we're just going to end up dying on turn 4. All right. Anyways, the point of the deck, though, is to play a bunch of humans, which most of which are also allies, which is convenient. Even though that's not actually the point. It is a humans deck, not an allies deck. But as you can see, we actually got some pretty sweet stuff going on here. It's just if we weren't dead next turn, we'd have some really good things happening. Oh, we've been remanded. Okay, that's not the worst. I assume we're dead anyways. I mean, it's theoretically possible that we're not. Just unlikely. Alright, well, we'll get the Hierarch out here. Grow the team big enough to get in there. And by that, I mean the Champion of the Parish big enough to get in there. Kazandu Blademaster does not trigger off of this. So it's interesting. All the allies in the deck trigger the humans, but the humans don't trigger the allies. Which sometimes matters and sometimes doesn't. It really only matters basically for Champion of the Parish and Noble Hierarch, because Thalyu's Lieutenant will pump them anyways. So there's very few cards where that anti-synergy, so to speak, comes into play, but this is one of them. But it doesn't really matter. We could have done whatever we wanted for the first 3 turns of the game and still died to the Storm player storming off. But that's magic. We'll see the sideboard. Our deck is great against other kinds of decks. It's not great against dying on turn 4. To Storm on the draw. Now we do have paths in the deck. Andromoka's Command. So we actually have in the main deck 5 ways that we could have killed this Baral. Fortunately did not work out that way. So our opponent can make the mana. Doesn't really matter here, does it? Alright, he gains 2, goes up to 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we've died. Alright, we've been stormed. Okay, so things we want. Even Mind Sensor, Gaddock Teague, Thalia, Rest in Peace. I guess we might want the path. Don't need the Lantern Scout. Let's see here. Dromoka's Command is okay. It's not great. It doesn't work like you want it to against Grape Shot, I promise. Let's see here. We can cut a Hardened Scales or 2. Don't really need to... The Hardened Scales is more the mid-game. It makes your stuff really big. It doesn't necessarily just kill them, though. I can cut the Expedition Envoys. They're pretty mediocre. I could maybe trim... Maybe I could just cut all the Hardened Scales. It's so fun. Hardened Scales is the point of the deck, and it helps you go off harder. But imagine drawing 2 Hardened Scales against Storm, right? That doesn't do anything for you. You're going to have one really big creature, but you're not killing them in time. You just kind of, we want to get these hate creatures out. I do want to keep a couple of them, though, so I'm going to cut some Survivalists. Just so we do have the ability to draw. Basically, we want to draw 1, but if we draw 2, I don't think we'll win. I will give this a shot, though. I don't think we're going to win anyways. Our opponent just had the actual nuts there in game 1. Well, I guess not quite. He could have killed us on turn 3, but maybe he could have. He didn't even need to try, though. All right, so we do have good sideboard options, though. The The Dromoka's Command helps kill the stuff. We have 4 Path to Exiles to kill the creatures. We have Aven Mind Sensor to mess with his Gifts Ungiven, as well as might catch his fetch lane. And Gaddock Teague is pretty rough for him. Plus Thalius. So lots of options here in the sideboard. Tempting to play a Selfless Spirit. I don't think it's worth it, though. Not a human. Just it's not good, and it's okay when he's going to Grape Shot our board. But I'd rather just stop him from having a good Grape Shot. Opponent going deep in the tank on their own sideboard, though. Alright, I would like to play first. This hand is so good. But not. There's just no guarantee that if we mulligan it. Our 6 can't be much better. Our 6 could have a hate card in it, which would be better. But it could also just not. I mean, at the very least, this hand just beats down very hard. And, you know, sets us up to play anything we draw. So we'll give it a shot here. Our opponent kept 7, but it wasn't a snap keep, in case that matters. Alright, so we will play this, and then next turn we'll play the Ornery Survivalist plus the Hada Freeblade. Turn after that we'll play Hada Freeblade plus Thalius Lieutenant, and that's quite a bit of stuff going on right there. It's a lot of damage. We're gonna attack very hard, just may or not be relevant to winning the game, because our opponent doesn't really care what we're doing, just how fast we're doing it. And the thing is, basically, even our best draws aren't going to kill by turn 4 without a Hardened Scales. You know, if this turn we had the Ornery Survivalist plus Hardened Scales, then maybe we could talk about a turn 4 kill, but it seems unlikely. Especially as our opponent has not dealt themselves any damage here. Alright, one time no Brawl, please. Opponent's actually thinking pretty hard here. I guess it's whether or not they want to hold up remand. Kind of hope they do, because then we'll still get value, because we'll get to have, they can remand our Thalius Lieutenant, but then we'll still get to play Hada Freeblade or whatever we cast here. And that means they wasted a turn in which not only did they take damage, but they also allowed us to develop our board. That's way worse for us than if they just play this Brawl and set up to kill us on turn 4. Alright. Well, we'll play this. It's the best of our cards. Our deck is going off too. That's the sad part. Is like this is really good. This is awesome. This is what you want to. When I play this deck, this is what I want to show everyone watching. Is look how awesome this is. It's turn 3. Look at what we're doing. Hey, this is great. It just may not matter because we're playing against Storm. And we're legitimately attacking for 8 on turn 3. That's pretty insane. We actually are going to present lethal on turn 4. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. This was turn 3, right? Yeah, because our opponent, yeah. Well, we got a shot. We do actually are presenting a turn 4 kill. Sleight of hand, okay. We might be able to do it. That is why I kept the hand, obviously, as you can see it. It makes our opponent really have it. Alright, I'd love to hit a... Oh, he's just gonna... Oh, we're just dead on turn 3. Empty the warrants. Okay. No, we're not. That empty the warrants didn't matter. It wasn't very good. I'm going to attack for a bunch. Our opponent might still kill us. Alright, there's the remand. That's fine. Yeah, everything triggers. I can save the Thalius Lieutenant here. Okay, well. These goblins buy him a bunch of time, but it wasn't completely painless for him. He did have to expend a ritual on it, which is not really what he wants. I may as well attack with everything. He gets a free block. He gets a free block, or could even theoretically try to kill something, but it doesn't matter. We just have to swing with the team. Next time we'll play Thalia's Lieutenant and crash in again if we have a next turn. Our opponent's at least under the gun to try to go off, I think, next turn, though. Alright, yeah, that's the free block. Is he going to put 5 of them? I think he's just chump blocks. Oh, he's really going to put 5 in front of it. Okay. That's absolutely fine with me. And the chump block on the 6/6? Sure. We're not out of gas yet. Okay, well, our opponent has a couple chump blocks left, but we have a Thalia's Lieutenant here. We might just die. Let's see if he has the 3 mana. Adds the okay. Pass in Flames, a bunch of rituals, another big Empty the Warrens. Yep. Okay, well that's a lot of spells. I don't know what Storm Count is. It's pretty ridiculous we have this draw and our opponent just is able to go off like this. We might be able to beat this Empty the Warrens, I don't know. Storm Count's 5, he gets like 10 guys. It's okay. $12 guys. I mean, it's a lot of dudes. Now we draw the path. Convenient. Okay. Oh, here's the Thalia's Lieutenant. I think we still have to just crash in. Alright, we'll see what happens here. We have this path, so we could mess up the blocks if we really need to, want to. Our opponent has expended a lot of resources on this. He's got Pass in Flames, so he's burned all his rituals. Okay, there's a lot of blocking happening right now. But it's good, he is playing around this removal spell. Good for him. So it's a 3, so pathing still kills it. Same thing over there, sure. Okay, so that's a manageable board. We're down to a 7/7 and a 5/5. 18 Tross Gifts. I don't know. I don't know if I ever had a chance. We've basically had the best things we can have almost every turn of the game, just not even in it at all. I don't know. This Gifts is going to be good for him, but it's not necessarily that broken. I guess it's too much to ask that we draw any 8 cards against our opponent. Alright, we're pretty clearly dead here. May as well give him all the mana possible. Deny him as much card draw as we can. I don't think there's any way we can win, though. This is pretty stupid. We presented a turn 4 kill. Our opponent had the blockers for that. Had the blockers for the turn 5 and then killed us on turn 6. I guess that's magic. That's Storm for you. Storm's a good deck. You just never draw any sideboard cards either, though. Which is kind of rough. I think we mulligan, too. I don't know. Don't think there's any other blinds I could have taken. I guess maybe I could have pathed something at the beginning of the turn here, but I don't think that would have really made a difference. Let's see if his Storm gets to what he needs it to get to. Yeah, it's like I could have pathed the Baral or something when he first started on this turn. But when he already has 1 mana discounter, it doesn't necessarily do that much, especially since most of his spells cost 2 anyways. So, you know, whether he has 1 or 2 discounts, they're still only going to cost 1. I can't remand his own grape shot, so we're dead. Okay. Well, that was fun. Good game, Storm. Sometimes you get stormed out of the game no matter what you do.